What is up, YouTube? This is Dakota aka Dana Goes Boom, and today I'm going to be bringing you my first video, my first commentary, and truthfully, our first video completely on the new channel, WizzTechCommunity. We're going to have a link to the channel, of course, and it's going to be posted on the channel. And you can also check out my channel by going to the link below in the description box. So I hope you guys check it out. Also, remember to comment, rate, subscribe to WizzTech, and stay tuned for more videos, tutorials, and anything like that. A really quick note: I'm in charge of graphics design. I'm the one who's in charge of that section for WizzTech. So stay tuned for tutorials and speed edits by me. If you have any questions or you want a certain video, just hit me up and I'll get back to you on that. So how about we just get started with this? This video I'm going to be showing you how to make 3D letters and also how to give the effect of something kind of popping out at you or kind of drifting away from the screen. I don't know the exact word for it, but that's close enough. So we'll go ahead and go to New, 1240 by 1080. That's what I always use if I'm just doing a random one, and we'll just name it YouTube Vid 1. Let's go ahead and click OK. Alright, this is a new laptop from my old one where you see all my speed edits if you check them out on Dino Goes Boom. So I'm going to have to go ahead and just use this until I get my packs back. So, I didn't even realize that. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so what you're going to do is, to start this whole thing off, just go ahead and create a new layer. And you're going to want to click, pick any font you want to use. One of my favorite fonts is Birth of a Hero. If you're interested in getting that, you can go to dafont.com, find it there. So, just a quick small word, I'm going to go ahead and put boom. So let's go ahead and make this black here. Alright. So the whole point of this is to give it a nice effect. Also, making it 3D is a really nice part. It will kind of make it pop out at you as well as the effect itself. But before we make it 3D, how about we just do the effect? And to start off the effect, what you want to do is you want to go over here to the bottom right where it says layers. Right click on the layer that says boom or whatever the word is that you're using, and you're going to go up till you see rasterize type. Once you see that, you go ahead and click it, and you can tell that it changed because it'll have the squares behind it, so you can see that it's transparent. After that, you're going to go up here to the top, and you're going to go to click on edit, go down to transform, and you're going to hover over it. Once you hover over it, this little box is going to pop out to the side. Whenever you see this, you're going to go ahead and go down to perspective, right here. Okay, so the whole point of perspective is this. There's 4 different parts on each edge, or corner, as I say, and each part does its own thing. If you drag straight up, it makes it pop out at you a little bit. Looks like it's coming in and getting bigger. If you drag it to kind of like in a diagonal way, it can kind of make it so it's like facing down. And it's exactly the opposite for under it. You can drag diagonal. You can drag diagonal or down to make it look bigger, and you can also make it so it is looking like that. Also, these can move it up and down, so it's like that, and however you want that. And it's just exactly the opposite on this side. You can drag it there and drag it like that. But I think I'm going to do something like this because it's looking pretty nice. So right there, I think that looks fine to me. You can just toy with it all you want. That's always fun to do. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and do that. After we're done with this, we're going to just want to go ahead, click on this layer, make sure you have it selected. And to get the 3D layers, after you've had this effect perfected to wherever you want it, you want to click on the layer like I said, hold Control Alt, and then on the keypad where you can push up, down, left, right, you can just push any of the 4, but I just do it randomly until I get to 20. 20 is my favorite spot to stop because it gives it enough of the 3D 3D graphic that it looks nice. You can also just right click and continuously click duplicate layer, but that takes forever. So I would just much recommend holding Control Alt and just pushing any of the keys continuously until you get to 20. It automatically duplicates it, so you don't have to worry about that. So what you're going to want to do now is select number 20, hold Shift, and scroll down until you see Boom Copy. Make sure you have Boom Copy selected, not all 21 of them, just Boom Copy. So we have all 20 layers, not including Boom. You want one extra one. Not necessarily Boom, but whatever you're saying. But you just want one extra layer that's your main layer, your original layer. So what you're going to do is you're going to double click on the picture, or out here. You're just going to double click on Boom Copy 12, or whatever your word is, copy. After you've merged the layers by right clicking and clicking merge. So after you've done this, you're going to go down and click on Gradient Overlay. Whenever you click on Gradient Overlay, you're going to set this. You can drag it until you get to wherever you're wanting to go. I always set it to 55. That's just my favorite number to set it to. And then you can go down to Gradient Overlay and mess with this however much you want. I'll just keep it 90, I guess. And then you can make it so it's any direction. This here, if you scroll this around, it shows, if you see it's pointing to the bottom left, it's going to go to the bottom left. Point to the top right, the lighter part's going to go to the top right. I'll go ahead and put 95. Yeah, how about 85? That looks good to me. So after you're done there, as you can see the 3D parts kind of coming back. Whichever way you've changed it, whenever you went to this perspective, if you made it facing a different way or something, it could always come out different 3D letters. But you can see the shadow part, so it gives it the 3D effect. But you're not finished yet. After you're done there, you want to go down to your original layer that was split off from the copies and double click it. Here you're going to want to go to Bevel and Emboss. You're going to click that, and you can see it after you click on it, you can see that it kind of makes it kind of stick out a little bit more. I always set this as high as it can go, but then I set this usually to 5 or so. That way it kind of evens it out and still looks nice. Okay, sorry about this. After you do that, you set it to whatever you want. You can mess with it as much as you want. Mess with this down here, whatever. You're going to want to click on Contour. I usually set this fully, and I just like using that. Makes it look good. And so yeah, there you go for that part. You can always go through and mess with more stuff, but you know, that's what I'm sticking with right there. If you want to go to color overlay, that always works too, and that's a good part because you can still see the shadow. Just to do it, I guess I'll set this to set it right there. Alright, so there you go. Now after that, you can merge these two layers or just keep them the same, and pretty much there's your effect. If, like I said, just follow these and steps and you'll get them perfectly most of the time, unless you mess something up. But it's not hard at all. This is basic. If you have any questions, please leave a comment or send us a message. I'll try getting some more tutorials up soon, almost daily if possible. And so yeah, stay tuned for more videos, check out my channel, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.